Hi, today we're going to talk about How to Win Friends and Influence People, a book written by Dale Carnegie in 1937. The first time that I was introduced to this book, I had a negative filter. I thought it was all about being conceited, self-centered, and manipulative, when in reality it's really about how to develop genuine relationships, be a servant leader, and be a generous person who puts others first. Dale Carnegie was born in 1888 in Missouri. He attended Warrensburg Teachers College, and he was actively a salesman and an aspiring actor. He moved to New York and he began to teach communications to young adults at the YMCA, and that led to a course that he called the Carnegie Course in 1912. Those led into best-selling books, including How to Win Friends and Influence People. He sold over 50 million copies worldwide, and they are translated into 38 languages. This book needs to be something that you use as a handbook. It's not a one-time read and be done with it. You need to actively engage in applying the principles into your life. So read through it once, then come back and apply one principle at a time until you are more readily able to handle that aspect of the principle in the course in your life on an ongoing basis. The basic people skills are: don't criticize people, don't condemn them, and don't complain about them. People don't trust people who are always looking for the negative side in others. Be honest and sincere and show appreciation for people. Arouse in others a genuine want to be involved. They want to do what you're asking. They want to be involved in your project. They want to make the changes in your project. There are 6 ways, according to Carnegie, to get people to genuinely like you. And if people like you, they want to be involved in things that you're doing. So the first one is show interest in them. Show interest in their life, in their stories, in their family, and smile. You'd be surprised how much a little smile can change your day. Try it sometime. I challenge you. Go out and for a whole day, smile. Smile to everyone who speaks to you, and watch how difficult it is as a principal. Use people's names. Don't you like it when someone remembers your name at the grocery store or at your favorite restaurant and they call you by name? It's a powerful tool. Be a good listener. Let people talk about themselves. Let them talk about their family, their occupation, their recreation, and you'll know what's important to them and how you can fit those things into your message or your request. Be interested in others' interests. Again, let people tell you what's important to them, and they will if you let them talk. Show them that you are sincerely interested and that they are sincerely important to you. When people feel like they're important, they trust and have confidence in others and the leaders and people around them. So how do you win people? Avoid arguments. Don't argue with people. It's not worth it. Show some respect for someone else's opinion. If you're showing respect for their opinion, you won't be arguing your point and trying to be right all the time. If you make a mistake, own it. Just accept it. Take the responsibility, and you'll find that people will have more respect for you by owning your mistakes than if you tried to cover it up and made yourself look good all the time. Be friendly. That doesn't seem like a hard thing. It's easy with friends and family, but try it with someone you're not necessarily the best of friends with. Try it with someone you don't even know. Just be friendly as a general rule. Begin with a yes. Ask them a question that they can be on board with from the beginning, rather than saying a direct statement like "we are going to do this." Start with, "Don't you think that if we applied a different principle that we might be able to get out of here 1 hour early?" Their statement would be yes. Or, "Wouldn't you like it if we could get out of here an hour early every week?" Well, their statement will be yes. And once they say it yes, they're on board. They just don't know yet. Let them talk. Let them show you what's important. Let them tell you what their concerns are and what their thoughts are. Let them take the credit. It doesn't matter that you have all the responsibility and that you have all the credit and that everyone knows how wonderful you are. If you really want people to be around you and to be engaged in what you're doing, you need to let others take credit. A mature person isn't so prideful that they have to be at the top all the time. Try a new perspective. See it from someone else's point of view. Sometimes an employee sees something on a daily basis that a manager doesn't, and that new perspective can be the difference between a good change and an ineffective change. Be open to their ideas. If you're not open to those ideas, you can't see from a new perspective. Appeal to the better person in us all. Everyone wants to be the better person. Sometimes they just need someone to believe in them and to show them that it's possible. You can be that person by showing just a little bit of encouragement. It's all in the presentation. If you said to someone, would you like eggs, flour, and milk? They would tell you no. But if you gave it to them in the form of a cake, they would take it eagerly and want to be engaged in that activity. So it's all in how you present it. Some people are just competitive and they'll be moved to motivate them. They'll be moved and motivated if you'll throw down a challenge. I bet you that we can't shave 30 minutes off of our production time, and they'll engage. You need to be a leader. A leader is not about time or about title or about position. It's about showing others that they're important and helping the team as a whole, whether that's one other person or 10 other people or 100 other people. A leader serves before they do anything else. And they give praise and honest appreciation to their teammates. They really do look for the good in other people. They don't point out mistakes directly. They don't attack head on. It's better if you come at it indirectly. Try to understand before you try to correct. Sometimes the people around you just need to see that you are human and you make mistakes too. Show them that you understand by first explaining to them how this has happened to you in the past, and show them that you have failures and faults and shortcomings and that you do understand and that you're willing to work together to make a difference. Ask questions to begin with. Rather than accusing straight up, why did you? It's better to ask a question in the form of seeking to understand. Is there a reason that you performed this particular task this way? Could you help me understand how the process is difficult? It's just a better way of approaching the same subject. Let others save face. Really, there's no point in making someone else look bad. It just shows how little and how insincere you are as a person. Praise every little thing. If someone is having a difficult time and they're making progress, well then show them that you notice the progress. Again, it makes them important to you. It shows them that they can trust and be confident in you as a leader. Give them a fine reputation to live up to. When students are failing and having a difficult time, it's better to say, I know you're a good student, and let them aim for that than to let them flounder on their own. Encouragement fixes everything. By telling someone that you know they can do it and they don't feel like they're alone, they generally can. People want to be happy to help. They just don't generally know how to be happy to help because they feel insecure, fearful, or inept. People skills are important in communication. This book is not a fast read. It's a slow, methodical read, and it's good for every person who wants to be a communicator, especially in business, especially in life. So I challenge you today, read the book and be changed.